the most disciplined?
Gosh, that's a question.
It's definitely not me, so it leaves me.
We can throw your paddle out.
Yeah.
This question.
Oh, I think you've both got.
But you can take that on different levels. There are times when I'm going to put Jamie up, but discipline is something that you apply to parts of your life at different times. You apply it, if you're a trader, you're applying it there and then in the moment whilst you're doing trading, and then you can break away from that and be a bit like you, Simon.
Only have one bottle of wine.
Exactly. But Jamie's general attitude to most work things and everything else is pretty what would be classically called disciplined.
Yeah, sort of a structured
discipline.
Sticking to the structure.
Yeah.
But I like to take pockets of disciplined work, and then for me it's always good to do a certain amount, take a break, do other stuff, change it around, do something else, and then come back into a disciplined section again. And I think training can sometimes give you that opportunity, because if you just going, right, now's my trading time, that's my most disciplined time, then you can relax and be less disciplined in other parts of what you do. Discipline is it's a cultural thing that people have and are able to bring into their life in different ways, I think.
It's definitely a mindset, isn't it? And like, I approach work in quite a structured and disciplined way, and then it's kind of everything that I've known. I come from a law enforcement background initially, where actually structure and discipline is kind of ingrained into you. Not necessarily that militaristic, but I do sort of drag some of the good parts of that into how I approach work with you guys. Just having that structure, sticking at something even though it's dull. Some things that we do are dull by their very nature. So being able to get into something which is actually, it's not sexy, but it needs to be done. I think that's where discipline comes into it. It's being able to do something even though actually you'd prefer not to be doing that. So yeah, I think probably I do that the most consistently. And like I say, I would have thrown Simon's out of the window on that one.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that one.
Yeah.
Who is the most likely to mentor a new trader?
Yeah, I'd go with that one. I used to do that, so
Yeah.
Well, most likely now. I'm quite busy these days, but I guess out of the three,
Yeah.
probably most likely.
Well, it definitely wouldn't be me, since I don't think I've placed a trade in anger in my entire life.
That's
so
true.
I think I'd be a pretty terrible mentor. I think you guys, with your experience.
Yeah, I mean, we've both had hundreds of people that we've mentored in trading terms. So both Simon and I could go back to doing that. But
put our mentoring hat on.
Yes, exactly.
You've had people ask you, like you've had people approach and say, can you mentor me? I know James, who's not here today, he's had people approach him and here in the UK and recognised him from the website and asked if he'll mentor them. So I don't know how that went. Let me know if you want to be mentored by James. Put it in the comments below.
Yeah, not me, 'cause I'm too busy.
I mean, we have people that specifically report to each of us within the company. So in a way, I'm mentoring them. Whether I do it well enough is you'd have to.
I'll never tell you honestly, so don't worry about it.
Exactly. And the same for you, Jamie, and you, Simon. We are all still mentoring. That's part of being what an executive team should be doing, and just ignoring the staff below us wouldn't be our culture. We have to make sure that our staff understand our customer ethos, and we do that through mentoring.
It's an interesting concept, though. It's. I wonder whether there's something there that we could develop. Just thinking whether that's something that people want. I'm guessing that it's a question that's come from the community, so maybe we should think about that.
Out of the three of you, whose food would you eat, and then what would they cook?
I don't think you've cooked for me, Michael. That's the reason I'm slightly. You'd eat mine, would you?
Are
you mad? Michael loves beans on toast.
I was going to say, what are we eating if Simon's making it? I would have Simon order for us.
Yeah.
If the question was, whose food order would you rather piggyback on the back of, I'd say Simon.
Whose
you've got very good
Deliveroo would you
taste.
rather spank? Yeah.
You've got very good taste in food, but out of the three of us, I think I'm the only one who can actually effectively cook.
I don't know, Mike. I'm sure Michael can as well.
I've always enjoyed cooking. Actually, I've always found it a great way to come down
food.
from your work day,
Yeah,
to then take half an hour, sitting there chopping up your onions and putting things together,
How big your onions if it's taking half an hour to an hour to
No,
chop your onions?
I've got a student mentality to cook in. If it takes you longer to cook than longer to eat, then you don't do it. So you got to think about like soup and noodles, beans on toast, all these things that it's like the golden ratio of laziness.
Yeah, but you've maintained that. I've known Simon since we were kids, and that has been your mindset since we were like 15.
Consistent, and I don't change with success. That's what you're saying, though.
No, I'm saying you've got the mentality of a 15-year-old boy. No. I think cooking and things like that. I've had to learn. I've got a family, and we all cook. Kids love cooking. It's nice. It's a good skill to have.
The most likely to attend a trading webinar or workshop.
Attend. We need to send this one
Slightly modest.
because he doesn't know how to trade.
I think you would to see what's going down. I hate them. I hate them.
Yeah.
Michael does a lot of market research. I think, Michael.
100%.
So you would do it to see what's going on.
Truthfully, I have done so, and will continue to do so.
I don't think it's like we hate them. I don't think you even hate them. I think you've just done that in the past, so you probably wouldn't want to do it again. But I think they can be really quite useful.
Depends who it is.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's someone,
It's got to be credible, hasn't it?
The majority of the crap out there is going to be like, oh, buy this system and you can make £1 million and drive a Lamborghini and whatnot. Whereas if it's someone who's good, I don't know, Tom Dante or someone like that, who I actually respect, then I probably would attend that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It just depends. So I guess the message there is there's a lot of crap out there, but if you can find something that has real value to you, I suppose it'd be good.
Yeah, I'm quite cynical in that respect.
Yeah. But whether I would actually attend a trading webinar, it's something that I've managed to avoid for nearly 40 years.
Oh.
But I probably should, given...
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Thank you.
Who is most likely to plan a surprise party?
Ooh.
I'd be most likely to get someone to plan it on my behalf.
I mean, that's not quite the question, is it, Simon? You like,
If it's a derivative.
I mean...
My mum's most likely to spoil a surprise party. It was around the other day at her house, and I was talking about going away in October. She's like, make sure you don't go away for when we all come round to your apartment. I was like, yeah, I didn't know that, Mum.
Yeah, that is your surprise 40th birthday party that's been quite meticulously arranged in secret.
And then she tried to say, oh, it might not be happening, actually. I was like, yeah, good one, man. I've fucked that up.
Yeah, she wasn't great at that. I'll give her that. Not very subtle. I mean, I have successfully planned surprise parties in the past.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend I'm not surprised.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you do really well. Let's show your mum this episode.
I have never, ever planned a surprise party, and I have no intention of doing so.
So do I win by default?
Yeah.
Win by default.
Yeah.
Okay.
I win because I win.
There you go.
I win because my mum spoils mine.
I've got to take the wins when I can get them, so I'll have that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've done a surprise party before. No.
Next question.
Who is the most creative in finding new trading strategies?
Well,
Michael.
I'm going to have to go there.
Yeah.
When we were running the live trade room, we were working, creating a few different strategies of our own. DAX Breakfast Club, if you remember that.
DAX Breakfast Club, on the opening gap, and the MC Slammer. We named it after you. And then someone stole it. And literally, some of a competing trade firm, the dickhead didn't even change the name. He didn't realise MC were your initials. So I remember someone saying, someone's using the MC Slammer. I'm like, it's literally Michael's initials, and I didn't even change it. So that's how egregious that theft was.
And the Algo Yank.
Yes. Yeah, Michael was the man for creative strategies.
That's amazing. I want to hear about the MC Slammer. Like you've got a trading strategy named after you, Michael. That's
it was about it was an index market trading strategy that was really about picking 00 numbers and trading into them, and within certain times and certain days. It was a big,
Yeah,
big
the probability was if the market got to 93, it was like 78% likely to get to 0-0.
Yeah.
It required some momentum and management judgments around it. But
yeah.
it was a really good one. And I say someone stole it and then literally didn't change the name. So
What was the DAX Breakfast Club?
That was really an index market. Again, the DAX, the German 30, which is now the German 40 index market. It was about its breakout range.
what time of the day did that occur?
Well,
As a non-trader, I think I could figure that out myself.
yes, it was just really straight after the open of the European market.
Around breakfast time.
Yes,
Funny, I remember you had a thumbnail of a lady eating breakfast, didn't you?
yes,
As the it's good. Yeah, good. Oh, the good. We're reminiscing about the
yeah.
10 years ago now, man. Gee,
Gosh, yeah.
life goes quick.
No, that's good.
If you had to choose one of you to win a trade to save your life, who would it be?
Oh,
I would want the MC Slammer to be coming in and saving my life.
yeah, I think so. Maybe because mine would just be YOLO, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if there's a 50-50 odds.
I'd be like, because my optimistic side, I'd be like, well, I either win and survive, or I lose, and I get to find out whether there's an afterlife. You know, so my careless abandon would be probably inappropriate in that context.
Hidden talent.
I can do everything. I can do.
It's not hidden because you'd fucking spend 10 hours telling us about it.
That's true.
It's impossible. Well, Michael's the secret agent, isn't he? A hidden talent.
Hidden talent. Yeah. It can't be Simon because there's no way he'd be able to hide anything.
I thought you were going to say, no, he's got a talent. Michael,
Either one
you
works.
can't say that. It's the CEO of the company.
He wouldn't be able to hide his talent. It would be
So spectacularly magnificent, it would be overtly obvious to anyone. Yeah.
and I can't do myself because that's just immodest.
Well,
So I'm going to have to, out of the three, go Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to have to come up with a hidden talent. Over to you, Jamie. What is your hidden talent?
I can do lots of things. I can speak a different language. I can do ballet dancing,
Lego.
Lego. It's just about having hobbies. So what this question is
I think you
who has
cope well
hobbies
under
that-
stress.
that
Come on.
people, that's not hidden. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we are getting from this though is I was instantly correct. So perhaps my hidden talent is always being right.
Who is the most likely to learn from their mistakes?
What, Simon?
But no, it can't. It can't.
It depends
be
on the
Simon.
mistake, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't seem to learn of the mistakes of the weekend.
I'm going to go with myself there. I have, I'm older than Simon and Jamie, and I've been to a little bit more life, and I've learned in that life that it's quite good to know when you're wrong, to be put right, and to start again. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think so. I think being reflective and looking to learn from your mistakes is something really important. But it can be applied to every part of life, can't it? And like that's why I guess bringing it into trading for a little while. So I think things like actually journaling properly and looking and wanting to kind of get into how did this trade go well, having a look at that, using different things that you can do to record your trades. I think we've got platforms which got inbuilt trading journals, and I would always encourage people to make use of them because it's through that people are improving and getting better over time.
You don't improve if you're not prepared to take criticism and self-analyze and move on. You don't improve.
Fair enough.